I am an unapologetic Woody Allen fan. I know that is not a popular thing to say these days, but I am. I don't care. I don't. As far as the controversy goes, we get it out of the way. I believe him. I know, again, that's not a popular thing to do. I believe him. I believe his son, who has come out to defend him. Um, I think, you know, when you look at the evidence, in my opinion, what it adds up to is he didn't do it. That's my opinion. Nobody knows for sure. Nobody really knows for sure except the two of them. And um, but I again, I don't, you have to make a decision in this world. Uh, can you accept the artist even with this controversy hanging over their head? And that's when you got to do a little research. You got to look into the thing, and you got to make up your own mind. And I made up my own mind, and I don't think Woody Allen did it. That out of the way, I am a huge fan. I own every Woody Allen movie, and that is difficult to do. Many of them are out of print. Um, they're hard to find, but I did it. I tracked them all down. I have them all. And I'm going to talk today about what is one of my favorites, and that movie is Love and Death. Now, this is volume 1 of 8 of my Woody Allen collector's collection. This is one of the custom cases. So I've got 8 cases of these, and a 9th one in progress that contains 6 movies each. This is volume 1, and it's got everything from What's Up, Tiger Lily to Love and Death, which is the final movie in it from 1975. Starring Woody Allen and his muse at the time, Diane Keaton. I would say his best muse. Really, I always thought he and Diane Keaton made a lot more sense than he and Mia Farrow. Mia Farrow, don't get me wrong, Purple Rose of Cairo, Broadway Danny Rose, great movies. I really do love her in those performances. But Diane Keaton was the one that, for me, was really the clear, the woman that got him the best, and the woman he got the best. Love and Death is a parody of very heavy Russian literature, and that's something only Woody Allen would do. And it's also really his most clear tribute to Bob Hope and the Marx Brothers, who were his comedic influences. This movie is just silly. It is in line with what he had been doing previously, which was Bananas and Sleeper and Take the Money and Run. It is in line with those, but I think it is on a technical level. It is his best achievement to date. He really nails it. He really goes for it, and has these big battle sequences and all this stuff. Apparently, he was miserable making it, which might be why ever since all of his movies have felt much smaller. But he really went all out on this one, and it shows. So the plot is, he is this coward living in the Napoleonic age in Russia, and he's in love with his cousin, who's Diane Keaton. And the movie is about his sort of misadventures through the Napoleonic Wars, and living life in that era. And it is just one gag after another. I mean, it is, but they are for the most part very intelligent gags. This is not, a parody in the vein of Not Another Teen Movie, where it's just, reference. This is something where you have to be kind of a smarter person to get some of the jokes, and but not in a way that ever feels pretentious to me, because my daughter, who is not well versed in Russian literature, doesn't get those jokes, and she still laughs at it. The sort of rapid talk, the joke, Diane Keaton really proves herself to be a master comedian. I mean, she is underrated as one of the funniest women to ever be on screen. I think it's so weird that Woody Allen is demonized by the Me Too movement when he really has, throughout his career, given women one great role after another. I mean, if you look at the God, I don't even know how many actors and actresses have won an Oscar from his movies, but the overwhelming percentage of them are women. He writes great parts for women. And this part for Diane Keaton, she really is absolutely his equal as far as the comedy goes. He could have just gotten, you could say, I mean, in his previous movies, that, you know, not his, I mean, not, but Sleeper, because Diane Keaton was in that and was every bit as good as him. But, you know, before that, he had his wife in those movies, and she was not really all that funny in Bananas. You know, it was more pretty face. And Diane Keaton is a pretty face, but she's also a great actress and a great comedian. And Woody is funny. I mean, this was back when Woody was just silly and funny and goofy. And for some people, this is sort of the last great Woody Allen comedy. Following this would be Annie Hall, and then his dramatic endeavors would start to slip in from time to time. But to me, this is the funniest movie that he has ever done. It's not his best movie, but it is his funniest movie. I mean, Annie Hall, Crimes and Misdemeanors. You know, I'm blanking here because he's made so many movies. This might be like after those two, after Crimes and Misdemeanors and Annie Hall. This might be my favorite Woody Allen movie, but this is absolutely 5 stars out of 5 stars. It is hilarious. It is madcap fun. In the vein that you don't get anymore. So I would absolutely recommend going out, checking it out. You know, if you've got your prejudices against Woody, you're not going to like it. Some people have made up their mind about him, and that's too bad, because this is really a movie worth watching. It's really a movie worth giving your time to. So, Love and Death, 5 stars. Hilarious movie. One of my top 10 favorite comedies. I would say go out and watch it.